At ISAMU Save the World. Welcome to my channel. Said. Huh.
All
Said.
right.
You
The
live
tune-up
so
should do the
fast,
trick
man.
For now.
Said. Hi, bud. Said. Lol, why? Said. Anyway. Said. I think Lucilla, so skip or not.
All right. The tune-up should do the trick for now.
Said. I have Hyuki, so it might be worth it. Said. I just remember Lucilla team, guess if you have already Chisa. Said. You need press hold camera. Said. About attack.
Time for class. Huh? Smile. Look at the camera.
Said. See.
Huh? Say cheese. Oh my. Memories take
Said.
shape.
Also use camera you can move.
Come on, get in the shot. Look at the camera. Mediocre foes. Dismissed. I witness all that I have. Say cheese. Smile. Aren't you photogenic? Gotcha. Look at the camera. Smile. Illusions of the past. Step forward. I protect every instant. Say gotcha. Hold still. Look at the camera.
Lifeline plucked to pieces. Excised in a breath. A pivotal moment.
Time for class.
Said. She's okay, I like her more during ult. Said.
Memories
No.
take shape. Scattered memories take shape.
Said. Try press
I
icon second
inscribe-
camera.
Every edge. Gosh darn it. Come on, get in the shot.
Said. It's just take pictures. Said. See.
Hold still. Not bad. Memories take shape.
You can trust me. A life as fleeting as the first night. All finished.
Said. Was not expecting a boob shot LMAO. Said. Huh. Said. Yee.
Just so you know, while I charge little for... Hey! 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 Watch out! Yeah!
comes a helper.
Huh? Huh?
Stay behind me.
Witness the art's true form.
Said, anyway. Said, I only alone now. Said, so it's fine. Said, my sister not here now. Said, she on with grandparents. Said, you pulling anyone new? Said, Said, and that's Nick 3. Said, still roll Lucy. Said, almost. Said, hope
Pick
luck.
up the pace.
Said, anyway. Said, you good racing? Said, I think second track have open. Said, yeah, I've completed second ill race some now for 100 astrites. Said, well. Said, she very like other change. Said, Lucilla. Said, lol, we keep changing characters. said, "Ye." Said, "You still always first went about your graphics." Said, "Good graphics important."
I couldn't wait for you to come and clear the
Said, "You use other trick?" Said, Said, "Hurry." Said, "Dawn." Said, "Lol darn." Said, "Why you not go finish bruh?" Said, "I was playing too much unfortunately." Said, "Anyway." Said, "Guess we wait for 3.5, shall we?" Said, when is it? Said, IDK. Said, just wait Kuro. Said, updates. Said, you see on banner time.
I couldn't wait for you to come and clear the
Said, what? Said, bruh, I can't not use that fly. Said, why not?
I couldn't wait for you to come and clear the
Said, Elko just come back. said, 3 chisa. Said, lol, we copied the same character. Said, is okay. Said, anyway. Said, worry about Lucilla. Said, so you ready for that quest? Said, yup. Said, bro. Said, are you kidding me? Said, 270. Said, wish Denia here. Said,
About the note
she
you left me
dead.
last week, I spotted a few parameters.
Ah, Rover. Stable rebel. I've already assessed your general health condition. Here is the prescription.
I spotted a few parameters that seem off. I marked them up for you.
Pick up the pace.
Why do we have to pay for the food we Why do we have to pay for the food we developed ourselves?
About the notes you lent me last week.
Pick up the
I
pace.
spotted a few parameters. Oh, is that Rebel College? Can I go have a look?
Lucilla's busy now. I should wait outside.
Said, once done get after story. Said,
Not a problem.
I saw after
For
story on
project funding
Quest.
approvals, we can follow the new Federation's model. But when it comes to picking research topics, I'm afraid I must insist on giving our teams more freedom to choose their own direction. I have full
The
confidence in
president
our
doesn't look too
faculty
happy
and
today.
students.
Maybe we should come back another
Yes,
time,
precisely.
Professor?
But
Oh,
we
don't
both
worry.
know that higher
Just
risks
lead with,
often yield
Dear
higher
Madam
returns.
Lucilla. Watch that
Yes,
frown vanish.
I understand. Of course, I'll note it down and reply to you later. I see. Understood. Let's save those two issues for our call next week. The new partnership model is interesting, but I'll need to run it by my colleagues first. No, not at all. Why would I think you're making things difficult for us? The Academy has always been open to this kind of collaboration. Okay then. See you next week. Have a wonderful day. Oh, impudent little hamster. Really? Using a crisis to haggle me down to wholesale?
Said, don't angry.
I'm fine. Just had a bit of a tiff with a rather difficult partner. It's just that... You want some coffee? I haven't gotten any shut-eye yet. Didn't realize the sun was already up.
So, what's all this you've got going on, President Lucilla?
Right. What am I even working on? After the hero defeats the Demon King, shouldn't we all be enjoying our happily ever after?
Said, that was funny.
But here I am, burning the midnight oil like I'm part of some sleep deprivation experiment. A former colleague from the Pioneer Association taught me how to make this special coffee blend. Want a sip?
Did she actually
Said,
add...
Ye. Said, more coffee very well.
Oh, it's a favorite among the gold runners in the new Federation. Packs a punch. Sometimes a little too much of a punch. Ah, that hits the spot. It wasn't the most thrilling time, but it certainly left me with some memorable moments. Now I'm around students every day, but it's hard not to notice how far I've drifted from their world. that one. One of my students took it. Shame I never got to see that Solaskin with my own eyes. Must be twice a person's height, at least from the picture. Can a Solaskin even grow that large?
Do you plan to tell me what I'm really doing here?
All right, Rover. Technically,
Said,
I shouldn't be
"Oh,
asking
Blackshore
a student
here."
this. So let's just call it a casual chat between friends. So, from a purely administrative standpoint, is there a chance that certain unverified intel I share with you off the record could, through private channels, somehow influence an inspection report issued by a particular independent international organization? I mean, what's your network like at the Black Shores? Got any real pull there? I'll be straightforward, Rover. Star Search Academy has been in a bit of a bind ever since the Exostrider and Aleph 1 left the highway. As you can see, our investors are reassessing the Academy's value now that the Exostrider is gone. They're holding a review next week to discuss new management policies moving forward. Before that happens, I pulled some strings to get a third-party agency in for an independent investigation. Whatever they put in their report will steer the whole review.
So you brought in the Black Shores to audit Star Torch. When's this happening?
Dr. Luke is waiting for the auditor at the Starboard Riseway as we speak. They'll be here any minute. Now, Rover, I'm not about to interfere with an independent audit, but I'd like you to be there during this visit. And if possible...
You want me to put in a good word?
Oh, no need. Just make sure they see the Academy for what it really is. My students can speak for themselves. Dr. Luke and the auditor have arrived. Shall we? Oh, just a second.
Said, "Guess Alto, here soon." Said, "Hee hee smiley face."
Okay, let's go.
Pick up the pace.
Professor, I admit there are a few errors in this code. I can give you a ride to the training ground sticker, but stay away from my sink
convert
jacket.
the reactorized light into storable energy.
I don't see anyone. Are they still on their way?
Oh, hold on. Dr. Luke says the auditor insisted on driving his own motorbike. That means they're on the second floor. Come on.
Hey, how did all you get...
What's all this?
Professor, we heard a very important visitor is coming to tour the Academy. Don't
Said,
worry, we'll
"Fear
make
nothing."
a good impression.
Yep, we even threw together a little welcoming, thing.
You rascals. All right, but follow my lead. If
Said,
this auditor is
huh?
a by-the-book type, then we...
Woo!
Said, see.
Oh, yeah! What a ride! Now that was top-notch. Huh. So many people. So,
Said,
not
great
a confidential
drive-by.
audit. Huh.
Said, lol.
Welcome to Star Torch Academy. I'm Lucilla, the Academy President. So glad you could make it.
Welcome to Star Torch Academy.
Oh, right. I'm Alto. You guys really know how to roll out the red carpet.
Nice to meet you, honored sir. I'm Sigrika, from the preparatory program. Thank you for coming to tour the academy.
Hello! Please, just Alto is fine. No need for that honored sir stuff.
Got it. I'm Arroya, you know. And I just want to say the academy has been so wonderful to my people. We're all working together to make the world a better place. Oh, and there are lots of Roya students in Rebel College too. Everyone works so hard.
Uh-huh.
Chief Aldo, I'm Dorian from the agronomy wing. I brought you a complete nutrition squeezy jelly and our department's special self-heating cup noodles.
Cup noodles? Oh, thanks. Oh, and hey, just call me Alto.
Director Alto, I'm Misha from the
Said,
Department of Exostrider
dude.
Engineering. I couldn't bring my project here, so I'm here to sing instead.
Director, I'm from the Department of Void Matters, sir. I can dance.
Said, Bruskull.
And I can do
Said,
some custom mods on your
"Oops."
bike.
Mr. Alto? This is Rover from Rebel College. He will be joining us for the duration of your tour.
Rover. Oh, what a fantastic name. Not too long, not too short.
Hey, psst. Are we supposed to know each other?
Or not?
We are, but don't make it too obvious.
Copy that.
Well then, without further ado, let's head over to Rebel College. I'll fill you in on our facilities along the way.
That would be great.
Tell those kids to go their separate ways. I'll meet you at Rebel College.
Got it.
Someone want to tell me what's happening?
You didn't know, Rover? Everyone's saying the board is looking to shut down Rebel College.
No, not the college. Just the Synchronists. A professor covering our Royan history class told us the Space Trek Collective wants them out of the Academy.
Yeah, well, the rumor mill says Rebel eats up 2/3 of the Academy's budget. And the Collective's investors have strong opinions about that. I say investors, but it's mostly new Federation money. Can't say I'm surprised they're pulling this kind of stunt.
What about you, Chisa? What have you heard?
Me? Actually, I don't know the specifics of what's happening. I just wanted to help.
So it's all just hearsay for now.
Probably. I mean, they were literally picked just to pilot the Exostrider.
But Synchronists are all such brilliant students. Even if
Said,
they can't pilot
"Bro."
anymore, they still...
The new Fed only cares as long as you're an asset. The
Said,
second you're not,
Wish
you're
Denia
out.
with Sigrica.
There must be more to it than that. The president and I are on it.
Said,
You guys should head
but
back
she
for
still
now.
cry.
Well, give me a shout if you need backup. There's no way I'm letting them do the Synchronists dirty like this.
We're counting on you, Senior. We trust you.
Pick up the pace.
In addition to augmented resonance training, we place strong emphasis on general education for our Synchronists. This is Professor Mornier, who teaches synth armament studies. Shall we sit in for a bit, Mr. Alto, before we tour the student projects?
If it's no trouble.
All right.
Said, Rip
In the
Denia.
last lecture, we proved that the rule equation holds true for Type 2 synth armaments. Today, we'll move on to their tuning stability constants. Li Xin, could you please write the final derivation from the last lecture on the board?
Yes. Professor.
While she gets started, let's do a quick review. Waleo, what is the standard medium used to measure tuning stability in a lab setting?
It's so...
Yes, sodium. An interesting choice, though its volatility makes it impractical for standard testing. Sonia, could you tell me the standard medium for determining tuning stability in synth armaments under laboratory conditions.
Squeezy jelly.
Squeezy jelly, you say? Well,
Said,
it seems we moved
Morny
through
is
the
teacher
material
now.
a bit too
Said,
quickly last time.
Well,
But that's all right. Everyone, please refocus. Let's go over Lycian's board work.
said, Highs.
As you can see, Mr. Alto, this is our signature sleep learning program.
Oh, very impressive. How about we move on to the next stop?
After you. Now we're about to show you some augmented resonance projects developed by our synchronists. Among them, the unmanned vehicle prototype shows exceptional promise across multiple market sectors.
Absent students, 8. Data uploaded to cloud storage.
These children seem to have forgotten the importance of honoring their commitments.
What's the deal?
Looks like the students all skipped class.
Yeah, maybe we're just too early, President Lucilla. Why don't we take a stroll elsewhere? I'm actually quite curious about the Academy's catering system.
My apologies, Mr. Alto. How fortunate we are to have you here, despite our apparent lack of preparation. There's no point denying it. You're seeing firsthand how the ongoing debate within the Space Trek Collective has begun to affect our students. Star Torch needs support now more than ever.
Got any solutions?
Not really.
I understand, President. And this is precisely why I'm here to convey the...
Mr. Alto, how about we add an extra tour this evening? We can discuss anything you'd like after that.
Works for me.
Rover, I'll take Mr. Alto for a meal then. Would you mind checking back in with Professor Mornier for me?
See you on Waves Line.
Why didn't you wake them up?
This class is difficult to follow, so it's normal for some to drift off. Still, it's rare for the entire class to go like that. If only I could make my lectures more accessible.
This isn't your fault.
It's like mental fatigue. These students are being tempered and pushed to their limits over and over. Should I have woken them? Reprimanded them? Or I've heard about the pressure they've been under lately. Maybe the best thing is a few days away from all this.
Right up my alley. All right. A tune-up should do the trick for now. All right. A tune-up should do the trick for now. Right up my alley. Buried payload. Someone left a present. 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 Pick up the pace.
I couldn't wait for you to come and clear the
80.
cupboard.
You have my deepest respect. Working in this food desert takes a special kind of fortitude. Something that looked like toothpaste. Oh, didn't go down well. And next thing I know, there were students everywhere shoving snacks at me like it was my birthday. Ugh, hellish. To put it simply, the Exostrider's gone. So, the synchronous program needs... Meanwhile...
Where does Lucilla stand?
She wants to...
Continue?
Yup. Confusing, isn't it? Speaking of which...
Said, bro.
So you're not so...
Said, don't skip. Said,
I'll
chat.
be honest with you, Rover. The Black Shores doesn't trust her right now. Between her proposal, her deep new Fed connections, and that evasive attitude...
Said, you
there are
click
just
fast.
too many uncertainties for us to take on the risk of helping her. At least, that's the conclusion we've reached based on the facts we have so far. But the Bloom Bearers who graduated from Star Torch heard about this and stepped up to endorse Lucilla. That's what changed Shorekeeper's mind. A teacher who gets that kind of trust from her students. That's pretty impressive.
Said,
so
here I
what
must
do you
come.
need from me?
Actually, according to Shorekeeper, you are the one really running this audit. So, we need you, acting as both a Star Torch student and a Black Shores auditor, to tell us if Lucilla is solid and what she's really planning.
I want to do something for the Synchronists, but I've also got my responsibility to the Black Shores. I don't think Lucilla would put her students in harm's way. But still. Got it. I'll do what I can to help you.
I I should be the one saying that to you. Anyway, we need a plan for how...
Great, another grand plan. Why'd you gotta make everything so complicated?
Said,
Oh, what
see.
the... How's that?
Hello, Mr. Alto. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance
Said,
to invest in
I'm
the
at.
Exostrider project. I suggest the Black Shores chips in this
Said,
much.
no.
Or you can just patch me through to the collective board. I'd be happy to handle the negotiations myself.
Is this Imeth? I can't believe she just hacked a Black Shores terminal.
Said, wife.
I am being serious. If synchronous degrees get cancelled, my record will say I only finished Roya preschool. Besides, keeping Rebel College around isn't that hard. Get creative. Talk to Chase. Talk to Shorekeeper. The collective's investors can't be tougher to handle than LF1, right? So what if they don't care about your contributions? If they actually want you on their side, they'll have to listen anyway. That's how leverage works.
If we lean on that kind of leverage now, we'll be held to it later. My experience has shown me that it's often better to act as an individual. Since you're planning on the savior career path, I think you'll understand what I mean, Imeth.
Makes sense. Kinda old school thinking, though.
I need to figure out what Lucilla is really thinking. Then I'll play it by ear. If I want them to protect the Synchronists when I can't, I've got to work inside their system. That's just how this game works. Trust me and Lucilla. We'll find the right way to handle this.
Ha! All right then. But just so you know, if
Said,
my school record
just let her
disappears,
work.
I'm renaming the Space Trek Collective to the Imeth Collective.
Said, never mind.
Honestly, if we let Imeth loose on them, it might actually take some pressure off Lucilla.
But like she said, she's a synchronist too. That just makes her one more person
Said,
Lucilla has to protect.
don't angry, Imeth.
Fair enough. But I'm afraid we have less time than we thought. I spotted some new Fed spies back at the station. Lost them on the motorbike. But it won't be long before they track us here. Before Lucilla's next tour begins, let's poke around and see what we can find. Students run flea markets on campus? I'm starting to get the hype. Wait, isn't that the student who dozed off in class earlier? Come on, let's go over.
If we follow this...
Yes, I'm following.
I'm terrible at explaining this, aren't I?
No. I'm just slow. I'll focus harder.
No, you paid me to tutor you, and I'll make sure you get your money's worth. Here, I'll write down a third way to solve it. Watch how it goes, okay?
Okay.
So that's why she was drowsy in class. She's been staying up late tutoring other students.
At JAguilar0911. Welcome to my channel. Said, I got her on the first multi.
You're telling me you've modified every bike here? That's insane.
Said, at JAguilar0911.
Valeo's been in the
welcome.
Expedition motorbike program since day one. These
Said,
bikes here are
that's so lucky.
basically his
Lol, my
family.
luck has been bad lately.
Soulmates.
So, what do you say, Auditor Alto? How about you order 10 as a starter pack?
10 soulmates sold in a pack.
I heard you test drove the Academy stock model this morning. With the rain the last 2 days, probably felt a little slip on the turns, yeah? Try this one. I tweaked the ABS and TCS myself. You could take this straight to a pro race. No problem.
No wonder you were sleeping in class. Up all night in the garage?
No, the bikes have been ready for weeks. Last night I was just saying goodbye to them.
Oh, well that's depressing. I'd feel bad buying them now.
Said, anyway, at JAguilar0911. How going?
Hands off, you little...
Never!
Please don't fight, you two. Maybe I'll just check out the other stalls.
Don't go, Chisa. You've got a real eye for quality. This piece was meant for you.
No, it isn't. She's just a prep student. She doesn't know anything about quality.
Excuse me? The audacity! Just begging for a smack, aren't you?
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the mechanics, but I can see that this device's internal structure
At ZZ
is
Dead Guys
finely
C.
crafted.
Welcome to my channel.
From the
Said,
external casing
did you get her?
down to the
Said,
internal wiring.
LMAO, that
the
slap.
structure and circuitry
Said,
are meticulously
good, just
designed.
waiting for the 5-star of the
Someone
4-star that
Put
forgotten.
their heart into this.
It's the best thing you'll find in the market, isn't it?
Yes, the best.
Thank you. That means more to me than you know. Honestly, if we want fundraising today, I'd just give it to you. But tell you what, I'll give you 20% off.
No! 6 years, Li Xian! 6 years of your life! Just to sell for nothing?
Said, I haven't gotten Lucilla yet.
For nothing? I'll tell you what nothing is, little brother. It's having nothing to show for the past and
Said,
nothing waiting in
no.
the future. That's nothing.
Said, working
Look
on it
around,
and still
Lihen.
trying for more
We're
Luxy pulls.
Synchronists who had the most resources but never became the chosen one for the Exo Strider. We've achieved nothing. But if we drop our stupid pride and try to support the students coming up behind us, then we can still be worth something.
Said, Lucy is mid-bro. Said, I'm joking, lol.
You wanna support them, sure! But who's gonna support you?
Me. I will support you. Nothing to show? I refuse to let anyone write your epitaph before your work's even been seen.
Said, 1.6 million DMG begs to differ skull.
Nothing
Said,
waiting?
lol I know bro.
You all have me. I, Lucilla, president of Star Torch Academy, will always stand with you. Even if the whole world turns its back. Even if I have to do it alone. Oh, and by the way, we just landed a very generous sponsor. The new research fund will arrive tomorrow.
That means...
That means pack up this stall. Unless you want to sell your hard work at a loss.
Said, I tried Lucilla though she's cool but I like using her better during her liberation mode.
Brandon for the win!
Chief Alto, it was you, wasn't it? You're the sponsor.
Huh? Oh, well...
Thank you, Chief Alto. Thank you. You're the best. You're the best.
Oh, impudent little hamster. Really? Using a crisis to haggle me down to wholesale? Just had a bit of a tiff with a rather difficult partner.
Said, I did got that
She
teacher
closed the deal
Lucilla
in a
the
single
one all
afternoon.
angles.
That must have been a hard bargain.
I appreciate it, but if a teacher needs her students to worry about her, she's already failed. Let's just keep it between us. Hmm?
Sorry, Professor. We were out of line.
Out of line? For defending your work? That's not something to apologize for. You're braver than I ever was. Listen to me, Li Xin. This pioneering spirit of yours, in all of you, it deserves to be seen by more people. Don't ever let go of it.
Said, lol. Said, peace out. Said, bruh. Said, many time.
I won't.
Oh, and maybe go a little easier on your brother. He's running out of brain cells to lose.
Professor, there's something I should tell you.
About Lenny and the others skipping class? Don't worry. I've already been briefed on their whereabouts. So, Mr. Alto, shall we move on to the evening's special viewing?
Whoa. Yeah, let's do it.
Said, in 110 pull.
So they turned the reading room into a workshop. Not bad. Kids know how to hustle.
Pick up the pace.
Lenny, you broke our little...
I promised to show off the Synchronists Club projects. This is what a win looks like. All-terrain, self-propelled. You could drop this thing. Auditor! If you keep funding synchronous research, then this goes into mass production in 1 year. No, 6 months!
Mass production?
I know, hard to believe, but just let us show you!
No. That's not what I meant. It's just that the Black Shores isn't a mercenary group.
But it cuts through tacit discords like a hot knife through butter.
I've got this. Remove the safety, Lenny. Let's give it a test. Be careful.
Activate!
That vehicle.
Watch out!
Gotcha. These memories take shape. Smile. Say cheese. Come on, get in a shot. Hold still. Look at the camera. That wasn't nice. Gotcha. Are you all right?
I'm sorry, Professor. Mr. Alto, and club leader Lenny. I lost control. I'm really sorry.
Her basic ATKs feel very plain until she goes liberation mode.
Nana, please contact Dr. Luke to check on them. Are you all right, Len? Go get yourself patched up in the...
I agree. And I'm not just blowing smoke, Lenny. Controlling delicate equipment through pure resonance is an ability only you synchronists possess. This technology has huge potential, especially if you, maybe lose the terrifying weapons.
But it's too late now.
It's never too late. I've been talking to new partners. There are many who still want to support us.
We are here to strive for the future of civilization. Star Torch Academy will be the cradle for synchronists and the vanguard of our collective hope. That's what my admission letter said. That's what I believed. I knew I was signing up to be one of the Exostrider's 1,000 backup pilots, a spare part, an appendix to a civilization's appendix. And I never regretted it. Strive for the future of civilization?
Said, I'm skipping every cutscene.
Professor, is it true that no one cares about us now that the Exostrider is gone?
Said, I can make an exception for this one. Some parts are okay to skip.
I care.
Professor! Professor!
I used to think this whole synchronous thing was just shuffling students from one class to another. But I get it now. These kids, they aren't fighting to keep their synchronous privileges. They're fighting to protect the synchronous mission. Huh. That's why President Lucilla is so adamant about keeping the program.
Said, I won't forgive
Emotionally,
you for skipping Denny a
I'm right there
cutscene, though
with her.
lol, you didn't know she offed herself for skipping that
It's not
cutscene.
enough to win over the review committee. Without the Exostrider, the synchronous program is just a drain on their resources.
I don't think Lucilla is the type to wager on sentiment alone. She's definitely holding her plans close to her chest.
Asking for our help while keeping secrets. Or is there some other explanation? Either way, ball's in your court, Rover. Our undercover auditor.
I'm sorry for the incidents today.
Said, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, I am sorry.
Please, don't be. It was a rewarding day. Those young synchronists left a great impression on me. Speaking of which, is Lenny gonna be all right?
She's fine. Dr. Luke is taking her to the infirmary. And at this hour, allow me to walk you to your room.
Oh, no need for that. Dr. Luke showed me the way earlier. Actually, you look like you're the one who could use a rest.
Said,
Rover,
I want to make main
why don't
DPS
you
Denia
walk the
at some
president back
point.
instead?
All right then. See you tomorrow morning.
I need to stop by the conference hall before heading back. Care to walk with me?
Sure. When was the last time you slept?
Can't remember.
The last time you ate?
I did keep track of that. What's the weather like at the Black Shores?
It doesn't really change much.
And the food?
A bit better than what we get here.
Just a bit. My students who join the Black Shores barely write to me. Even when they do, they never mention their daily lives. If I do get a sudden call out of nowhere, it's just, Professor, I have a question. Adorable little gremlins, all of them. As long as they're safe. That's what matters. So, when...
Start what?
Fishing for intel? That Mr. Alto must have...
We could have just...
Rover. I asked myself yesterday if I really knew you. Turns out, I don't. And I kept going back and forth on, this situation isn't noble. But I want this to be a collaboration between Star Torch and the Black Shores. Not because I put you through this detour because I was afraid that if I asked you directly, you'd just say yes to helping me. So I wanted you to see it for yourself.
You sure?
Judge it with your own measures. That way, when you go back, you can tell them if Lucilla is worth trusting. And if these synchronists are worth fighting for.
Rover, are you still with the president? Change of plans. The new Federation caught wind she was rallying support and moved the review up.
To when?
Tomorrow morning. Technically, that's in 3.5 hours.
Classic New Fed. They probably had a review panel parked outside Lahai for days, just waiting for the Black Shores to show.
How'd they win over the other member states and round up representatives so quickly?
Said, yeah.
Space Trek Collective budget bylaws. Because the new Fed is a permanent member and rotating chair, they only need half the members to abstain to control the outcome. They likely had this review rigged before it was even proposed.
Gear up, President Lucilla. We'll see how the review plays out and take it from there.
3.5 hours. That's plenty of time. Let's go.
Where to?
The second half of the tour. Are you upset?
About how you dragged me into your plan? Or the things you're still not telling me?
My. Oh, sorry. Call it a teacher trying to keep on her mask? You're still my student on paper after all.
It sounds like you're saying I can just sit back and enjoy the show.
Bet that's not something you get to do every day, is it?
I didn't expect there to be a place like this beneath Rebel College.
Before Sundermere Base was built, this was a research facility for augmented resonance effects and void storm countermeasures. It's been decommissioned for years. The executive committee told me I could do whatever I wanted with the space. So I used my forte to do some light remodeling. Memories of my students that should exist only in my mind. Here, they become real. A tangible piece to display. We still have some time. If you're interested, feel free to look around.
You're using your forte to do all this? How long did it take you to create this?
However long it took, it was worth it. So the ones who stay don't just stay, and the ones who leave don't just leave. The exhibits we're looking for are here.
Huh? Behind the wall?
Don't forget, this is my memory palace. Naturally, memory locks require memory keys to unlock. Allow me to demonstrate. This fancy trick only works in this little domain of mine.
What is it?
This is the very reason I built this exhibition hall in the first place.
Professor, do you trust me?
Lucilla? You spaced out there. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Just had a dream that only lasted a few seconds. Rather fascinating.
Maybe it's a good idea to rest before the review starts.
Don't worry. I promise you I'll crash the second this is over. But
will a few exhibits be enough to sway them? She usually knows exactly how to sell anything. So why does she look so hesitant now?
Thank you for your trust. I know you have 1,000 questions burning in your mind. How will she handle the new fed? What's her plan for the synchronist with the exostrider gone? Forgive me for not having the answers just yet.
I know you'd never harm the students. That's the only answer I need.
Terrible timing for a compliment, Rover. Anyway, let's take these 2 exhibits and... See you soon, Professor.
Some kind of force pulled us down here. Do you know where we are?
If my memory serves, we're directly beneath the exhibition hall. This way.
A synchronous cockpit.
It looks the part, but this was actually our plan B. Designed without safety limiters to get sync rates up quick. Lets a synchronist pilot the exostrider by force.
I know. It was meant as a last resort if civilization was staring down extinction. The project was terminated after the initial trials. The Synchronists who volunteered. In the end, they lost their ability to resonate with the Exostrider ever again. What our students are facing now isn't new. I just hope I can do better by them this time.
Any idea how we find our way out of here?
With our eyes open. The key should be somewhere here. Excellent. You're catching on quickly.
What's happening?
Something rather unpleasant, I imagine.
Lucilla?
Fine, no more jokes. Honestly, anyone watching would think you're the one facing the board. There, I know the way out. Remember what I told you before entering the dark side? About the memories I erase periodically that can never be recovered? Some things I can't bear to remember, but I also can't bear to forget. So I store them here. Rover, look up. The exit is right above. Everything here is from my memory, but I know you are real, and wherever you are, that must be reality.
I understand. I'll be your reference point. But what about that girl? Are we just leaving her?
Rover, do you have any experience dealing with children? Tell me, what makes a child the most flustered when they're playing hide and seek?
I see.
Now, come along. Let's treat this little escape as a warm-up for the review. Let's pick up the pace. Welcome to the Anti-Void Matter Materials Lab. It's where they first developed the materials for the Academy's anti-void canopy.
What's all of that in the center of the room?
The scrap of the day. Even the best recycling can only keep up with so much. Let's look around to see if there are any leads.
I have the photo. Now, where is the right spot to project it?
Time for class. Hold still. Say cheese. Aren't you photogenic?
Is this artificial retroact rain?
Dear me, this is but a pale imitation. Among the Synchronists who survived the experiments, there was one from Jinzhou. Once he realized he'd never resonate with the Exostrider, he returned home and joined the Ministry of Development's Defense Division. There, he and his colleagues worked together to develop Jinzhou's retroact rain defenses.
You're saying the shields against retroact rain and void storms share the same origin?
Not exactly. His approach didn't work on void storms at all, and it was discarded long ago. Before he left the Academy,
The only things he asked to take with him were a few sheets of material buried under that pile of junk. I often wonder, was he just reluctant to let go of his design? Or had he already mapped out how to protect his hometown?
The girl who trapped us here, she must be trying to show us something through this memory.
Seems I've been getting schooled by my own students a lot lately. Let's go. It's time to move on to the next classroom.
Do you want to stop and take a rest?
Not even close. Let's pick up the pace.
What's wrong?
Stay where I can see you, Rover. We've wandered into an unpleasant memory. It's far too easy to get lost in here.
It doesn't look like there's a way to cross the barrier.
I have an idea. Rover, just go with me on this, all right? Rover, can you step a little to the side?
Like this?
Perhaps a step forward. Maybe a step back. All right, this is the last one. Let's see that handsome smile. Has anyone ever told you that you're not the most photogenic?
They have now.
No more teasing. This shot will have to suffice.
Clear as day, madam. Your daughter isn't sick. She has awakened her forte, and it's a remarkably rare memory type. Congratulations.
At Macon-P5Q. Welcome to my channel. Said, hello, bud.
I don't want to be a resonator. Please, no. Lucy.
Lucilla? Not good. Without a reference point, she's getting pulled into the deep end of her memories. I need to find her before too much time passes.
Said, hi May. Said, how you doing, bud? Said, I'm fine. Said, lol. Said, did you do quest already? Said, not yet.
Are you still there, Lucilla?
Yes.
Then why aren't you answering?
What do you want me to say?
You could say okay, or I understand. This is the perfect moment. While our opponents are spread too thin, we take the reins. Just like the time you became president. Don't worry about the narrative. We'll play the villain. You just act tough, rope the independent auditor in, and we'll force another round of review. You fight hard. We express our concerns, and then we both take a step back. As long as we ensure our control over the future of the synchronous program, nothing else matters.
And what do you want from my students?
Simple. We both get what we want. They have talent, and we help them achieve their dreams. And it'll be their choice.
Their choice? Whose dreams are we really achieving?
It will be their choice, Lucilla. My Lucy, I won't speak of your past choices. But tell me, has there been a single choice that wasn't your own?
I still refuse.
There. Just like that. Act tough, fight hard, and then we both take a step back at the review.
From the Academy to the Pioneer Association, then to the Space Trek Collective, and now here.
Said,
no wonder I was never cut out to be president. Watch out. That's me from the dark side. I use this memory to trap her. When are you going to tell him, Professor Lucilla? President Lucilla, that you've already made a deal with the new Federation?
Said, are you pulling Lucilla?
Let's go. You think you can outrun yourself, Lucilla?
Your plan. Are you just following the new Federation's playbook?
Don't let her get to you. How could I ever sell out my students?
Said,
I have a plan.
I'm B.
It's just... That's just her wishful thinking. A moth to the flame, daring the sky with wings of wax. Your students will die because of you. Let's leave this place, Rover.
You could have erased this memory. Why keep something so dangerous locked away?
To keep the sting fresh. A sharp reminder of the cost of slipping up if I ever get too comfortable in the Academy's peace. Let it go, Lucilla. Face what you know is reality. Let's pick up the pace. Once again, I found the courage to step into this room. Time flows here, silent and peaceful. The Academy is alive and thriving. We've come so much further than I ever dreamed. I wish you were here to see.
The accident report is indisputable. Cable insulation failure leading to flight control abnormality. But the truth is simpler. I wrestled with it for so long. What's a teacher supposed to do when a student dreams something so brilliantly insane? But she chose the sky. And I thought, at least let her have one chance to fall.
Said, my astrite 9302 gold tide 34. Said, huh?
Is that Sundermere? Are we
Said,
back before the
"Aw,
Star
sweet,
Ward
were those
Riseway was even
leftovers?"
built?
Most of the students who lost their synchronous status in those force sync trials decided to return home. She told me it wasn't that she'd lost the Exostrider.
Said,
the Exostrider had lost her. She said she designed a revolutionary transport method. A rocket piercing the sky. This was the day she tested it. Her first crewed flight.
Then that wasn't a falling star. It was...
a spacecraft. Carrying the most brilliant student I've ever known.
Amiya to Sundermere Lookout. Professor, can you hear me?
Yes.
The weather couldn't be more perfect today. Oh, and I just saw a super huge Solaskin. I'll snap a picture for you as soon as I can.
Said, I'm Waitpol Cartethia.
Okay.
Professor? You don't sound like your usual self. Are those investors giving you a hard time again?
No, it's not that. I haven't slept much lately. I'm a little tired. That's all.
Professor, do you trust us?
Said, are you going for copies?
Hey, remember that old Huanglong saying? Know the way at dawn and, something something at dusk? Ugh, it went right out of my head.
I can't remember
Said,
it either.
Probably.
That's okay. I'll look it up and tell you the second the experiment is over. Talk to you soon.
Said, oh darn it exploded. Said, my fav Cartethia.
Please, Rover.
Said, wow.
From the way it fell, void matter must have pierced the shielding mid-flight. But if we'd reinforced the coating... What kind of civilization do you think built the Exostrider? If they were that advanced, do you think they'd already defeated the Threnodians? Overcome the Lament? But before they reached the stars, they must have fallen too. Again and again. Go. Be our eyes. Walk with humanity. Please, give this to our teacher. Humanity's smallest step.
Said, "Weak
And
boss
everything
need my
we had to
character
give."
material." Said, "I have Carthethia but don't use her." Said, "Oh,
This isn't good.
Lucilla!
said, not have her yet."
Lucilla, wait! Lucilla, your emotions are affecting this domain. It's dangerous.
Staying here is the real danger. Oh, we have to leave. Almost there. As long as we keep moving upward, we'll find the way out.
So this is why you wouldn't tell me what your plan was. This way out you've been building for the Synchronists. It's just a dead end, isn't it?
I don't want the new Federation to lay their dirty hands on my students. But the more I think about it rationally, the more I realize I can't reject their offer. Because on what grounds can I propose a plan that might kill them?
I think I know why that girl trapped you here.
What?
You're terrified that your proposal will be their end. You're afraid because you know they'll support any plan you bring to the table. Because you're their teacher. Because no one in this world understands them the way you do.
Said, have 21 when Loris's bloom. Said,
Another lesson
you
for
have
my
Chisa?
own student. Huh. See you later, Rover.
Said, yeah, I do have Chisa. said, "Perfect."
I hope humanity can soar even higher.
I hope humanity can venture even farther.
Said, "Need my team Arrow Rover and Chisa and Cartethia."
I hope humanity can weather any storm.
Professor, what's your dream? My dream? My dream is simply to see all of yours come true. See you later, Professor. Let's go. Together this time. Memories take shape. I inscribe. I protect. I witness. Every edge. Memories take shape. Hold still.
Professor, can you hear me?
I hear you. Loud and clear.
The weather couldn't be more perfect today. Oh, and I just saw a super huge Solaskin.
Yes, I see it too. You're right. It's absolutely huge.
Great. I thought you weren't gonna believe me. Right. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Was that girl another one of your students?
She is every memory I have of this academy. She is every one of my students.
We've come all this way, and I still don't know what your plan actually is.
That's okay. Everyone's about to find out.
Tired?
That was an excited yawn, Rover.
Said, nah. Said, you have the essentials. I have Siakona's signature, but no Siakona.
Rover, where are you and Lucilla? The other panelists have all taken their seats. The students, too. Can we really trust this plan of hers? Anyway, I'm leaving the speech to you.
If I...
Said, wish have her.
Then we'll face it together. See you later, Professor.
President Lucilla, I am Cameron, Permanent Secretary of the Space Trek Collective Board. By appointment of the Board, and on behalf of the Investors Conference, I hereby convene this second special inquiry concerning the synchronous program of Star Torch Academy. Pursuant to Article 12 of the Space Trek Collective Charter, President Lucilla, you may now raise any procedural objections regarding the attendees, the agenda, or the draft of this session.
I would like to know the national composition of this review panel, Ms. Cameron.
This panel consists of 10 members, all from the new
Said,
Federation.
My Aero
5
Rover
serve as special representatives,
Crit.DMG
and of the remaining 4 permanent board
196.2.
members, 2. Additionally, we have Mr. Alto, attending as
Then, Ms. Cameron, I believe the current composition of this panel fails to comply with charter regulations governing review committees.
According to the regulations, any participant authorized by a board member shall be deemed to hold the same nationality as that member. The panel's composition is perfectly valid.
Pardon the interruption. If that's the case, then Rover, currently a student at Rebel College, can also be considered a panelist appointed by the Black Shores. Here's the paperwork.
Welcome, Rover.
I have no further questions, Ms. Cameron.
Then, per the agenda, I will now relay the investors' resolution following our previous inquiry. Given that the loss of the Exostrider constitutes a de facto failure of the program, our immediate priority is to establish a compensation plan for the affected assets and students. Furthermore, the board directs that the synchronous program must be terminated immediately, or at minimum suspended.
My stance remains unchanged, Ms. Cameron. I intend to continue the program.
We require a justification.
Panelists, this is a theoretical prototype for a shield designed to counter retroact rain, created by one of our synchronists. This prototype significantly accelerated the development of Jinzhou's own defenses. It saved countless lives during the war against the Threnodian Overthrax. And yet, the material used in this prototype was originally nothing more than discarded scrap from one of the engineering department's experiments. It was only because its designer was a synchronist, educated in engineering, void matter, and even meteorology, that this material found a second life.
You seem to be arguing for the superiority of general education for the Synchronists, President Lucilla. However, general education isn't even included in the program's white paper. The shield is an impressive surprise, but given the cost of gambling on such a slim probability, the cost effectiveness is simply too low.
Ms. Cameron, panelists, how exactly are we meant to measure the cost effectiveness of failure? As you can see, this shattered component comes from a failed experiment. One that was not even recorded in the Collective's official gazette. A synchronist gave her life as the price for validating her theory. 15 months later, this very component became the final piece for the construction of the Starward Riseway, the bridge between Lahiwoi's Earth and the sky. Humanity does not always set out for the sake of victory, Ms. Cameron. Our synchronists know from the day they enroll. No one knows when the Exostrider will awaken, and the odds that they'll be the one to pilot it are slim. Yet they come anyway. So I ask you, can you truly say that such failure has no value? And how can we call that a failure of the Synchronists, when the Exostrider was the one who banished LF1 from our world?
Secretary Cameron, the Black Shores representative requests
That's
the
not
floor.
bad. For Carthethia, you'll need signature.
Proceed.
On the subject of unforeseen
to get a lot of
benefits from the
HP.
program, we find ourselves in agreement with President Lucilla. This is a set of disclosable data we've just compiled.
Yeah, I do.
Significant proportion of current Black Shore members came from Star Torch Academy. These Bloom Bearers demonstrate exceptional capability, talent, and resolve, traits most prominent among the Synchronists. Furthermore, the Synchronists serve as role models for other students. I believe Rover is better suited to speak on that.
The Synchronist program is a search for a way out for our civilization. When we believed the
Go
Exostrider
grind
was the
Echo
only route,
Carthethia.
then those fit to pilot it were the Synchronists. Now that the Exostrider is no longer a viable option, the ones fit to search for a new way out are still our Synchronists.
Yes, which is why I must disagree with evaluating the Synchronist program purely.
We require a discussion. This session is adjourned for 5 minutes.
Let them see your potential. Let them see your value. But that is not enough.
President Lucilla, following the review panel's deliberation, we fully recognize the potential value of the Synchronists
This scene is
as
like
an
us against
independent
Kuro for more
academic
freebies.
division, as well as their role model effect. As Rover stated, only those fit to shoulder the burden of finding a new way out deserve the title Synchronist. Therefore, we propose a compromise. Rabel College will be preserved, but All future training must be subject to the guidance and review of this panel. Let's both take a step back, shall we? President Lucilla.
This is it. The final fight, Lucilla. Take a deep breath. Keep your composure. And remember.
Said, I know.
Everything you regret. Everything that brings you joy. Everything you have lost. Everything you have wit, the answer you chase. The treasure you give everything to protect. No, that won't be necessary, Secretary Cameron.
Said, do weak boss grind echo.
The Synchronists of today, they remain the closest thing this world has to a way out for our civilization. After our confrontation with Aleph 1, we recovered this audio recording from the interstellar probe Farwatcher.
It's nothing more than static.
Even so, it is the only legacy the pioneers of Solaris have left us. We are not alone, Secretary Cameron. Just as our ancestors took shelter in caves, just as Star Torch Academy was built in Lahairoi, just as humanity itself endures on Solaris, a brave soul took the first step to claim that future.
I fail to see what this has to do with the Synchronists.
Using Rebel College research, we can build vehicles driven entirely by augmented resonance. That means complete immunity to frequency interference, and the training our Synchronists undergo makes them the perfect pilots for these vessels.
But the Strider Gate has been sealed. Not to mention, whatever lies beyond can hardly be called a route.
Who said civilization's route to the future has to go down?
The stars.
President Lucilla, I'm sure you know, any instrument that nears the etheric sea.
I am well aware of that. However, by relying on augmented resonance effects, the Academy can overcome that barrier.
And if it fails, the cockpit becomes a coffin. Is that a chance you're willing to take?
This is our decision. If the answer lies beyond death, then that's where we go.
Said, HIW
Just
touching.
wait and see.
Said,
My brightest students will pierce the sky for all to see.
Said, lol.
The car will be here soon.
Thanks for everything, Alto.
You! It was a long day. The kind you don't forget, though. Rover, can you pass a message to the president for me? After a speech like that, the outcome doesn't matter half as much. Anyway, chillax. Everything's gonna be all right. Well, catch you at the Black Shores, my friend.
Yeah.
The lenses convert the reactor drive's light into storable energy.
I can give you a ride to the training grounds today, but stay away from my sync jack.
The lenses
Grab the
convert
back
the
seat, the
reactor
bumper,
drive's
the
light
thruster,
into
whatever.
storable
Just don't touch my sync.
Pick up the pace.
Professor, I admit
Said,
there are a few
super
errors.
easy, boss.
She is not here. She is likely still at the review hall.
Thank you. I'll look for her there.
I'm sorry.
What for?
If I had been more helpful, perhaps the outcome would have been more satisfying.
This was her battle. You and I have already done our best for her.
Said, that was a long quest. Said, lol. Said, well, I will be right back restarting G-Stream. Said, HP80 Echo Fleur Delis.